So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to discuss today include Sony and Blockbuster. We'll get into that. A big reveal for PlayStation just leaked ahead of the Game Awards, PS Plus change updates for day one releases, and Wolverine PlayStation 5's release date. First, who do you think will win Game of the Year tomorrow, Elden Ring or God of War Ragnarok? This isn't me asking you who you think should be Game of the Year. I'm asking you who you think will win. I'm personally still putting it down on God of War because it feels similar to 2018 when we all thought Red Dead Redemption 2 was going to win since it was a multi-platform game and more people played it compared to God of War. I could be wrong, but I'm putting it down on God of War for this year. That's just me though. What about you guys? So comment below who you think will win Game of the Year tomorrow, Elden Ring or God of War Ragnarok. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, PlayStation Plus change update. Reading from Push Square, the Japanese giant has debuted the odd title at launch on PlayStation Plus. It always has, but members want more of that. Well, the upcoming Divine Knockout is one new game that will be available day one with PlayStation Plus Essential when the subscriptions software lineup rotates on the 6th of December, and perhaps indicating that there is more of exactly that to come. The firm has added a promo logo on its announcement banner to acknowledge the fact. While it's a fairly simple symbol and something that many of you may have glossed over, someone in the organization's graphic team will have had to have created it. And while it doesn't necessarily guarantee more day one releases, it certainly suggests more could be on the way. Otherwise, why design the logo in the first place? So basically, there's a new little banner they've added for day one titles, and you can see that on the Divine Knockout promo for PlayStation Plus. That wasn't there before, which gives off the impression that Sony wants to make it clear that this is a day one release to combat Gamepass. That's what it feels like. That's what I'm getting. I hope we see more of this in the future with day one titles on PlayStation Plus from indie developers, similar to Gamepass. I always love that on Gamepass, but this is only on Essential. Will Sony also bring bigger day one releases to the higher tiers on Extra and Premium? Premium desperately needs it because their Classics catalog isn't getting much love. We'll see how this goes. Now, diving into the second story of the video, Wolverine PlayStation 5 release date. Reading from Comic Book, a new report about Marvel's Wolverine, the upcoming PlayStation 5 game from Insomniac Games, the developer behind Marvel's Spider-Man and Ratchet & Clank, has some disappointing news for Marvel fans on PS5 pertaining to when the game may release. According to a prominent industry insider and leaker, Tom Henderson, not only is the game not releasing this year, I think they meant 2023, but it won't release until 2024 at the earliest. In other words, it could very well be a 2025 game or later. Now, Henderson does note this prediction is a mixture of both knowledge and speculation, so take it with a grain of salt. So personally, I guess that the game would release in 2024. I think most of us did. Spider-Man 2 is set to drop next year in 2023, and all we got for Wolverine was a CGI trailer. It's the team that worked on Miles Morales, and they released that game in 2020, so they probably had less than a year on Wolverine by the time that we got that trailer, and at this point maybe closer to 2 years, 1.8 years. So by 2024, it would have been in development for 3 to 4 years. That sounds about the right time that is needed to work on big games these days, but it could very well be pushed to a 2025 release. But knowing Insomniac Games, they probably could make 2024. But you guys let me know if you see Wolverine launching in 2024 or 2025. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, Sony and Blockbuster. Reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, Microsoft has penned an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal expressing concerns over regulators in US, UK, and EU potentially blocking the Xbox Activision deal. Authored by Microsoft's Vice Chair and President Brad Smith, Sony has emerged as the loudest objector, Smith complained, while clarifying that pulling Call of Duty from PlayStation doesn't make financial sense. It's as excited about this deal as Blockbuster was about the rise of Netflix. Microsoft claims that blocking the deal or challenging it in court would be a huge mistake because it would somehow hurt competition, customers, and game developers. The company claims its deal is all about innovation. Think about how much better it is to stream a movie from your couch than to drive to Blockbuster, Smith concluded. We want to to bring the same sort of innovation to the video game industry. Now, that really doesn't apply to gaming because we're already streaming and we're already downloading digital games. You don't have to go anywhere. So I don't know what he was trying to do. So you guys already know how I feel about the Activision deal. As I've said many times, no one should own Call of Duty, not Sony, not Microsoft, not Nintendo, nobody. And comparing Sony to Blockbuster doesn't really help Microsoft's case here, because where is Blockbuster these days? You're essentially saying Sony is Blockbuster and is afraid of dying. How does that help competition, taking out one of the best producers, creators of gaming content in the industry, which you guys have already said they are? Microsoft knows that Sony is going to have trouble competing and piling stacks of money into their subscription services like them, and instead of creating games themselves with the immense amount of studios they already have, they're buying out the industry to stockpile their subscription services. Regardless of how I think about this deal, it looks like Sony might not have a choice. Possibly. This morning, Microsoft started talks with Nintendo about a 10-year deal on Call of Duty. I don't know when the last time Call of Duty's been on Nintendo, but maybe this is for the next Nintendo platform. And they also did the same with Steam on PC. There was never a chance that Microsoft would take, Microsoft is PC. They were never going to take Call of Duty out of PC. But Gabe Newell, the head of Steam, the owner of Valve, already responded saying a contract wasn't necessary apparently, and knows that Microsoft will always bring Call of Duty to PC and Steam. This is clearly a tactic being pulled by Microsoft, the publicity stunt that's being pulled by Microsoft, but let's see if the regulators bite. I still don't want this deal to go through, as you guys already know, but looking at the moves being made by either side is still interesting to watch. And now diving into the final story of the video, big Sony reveal has leaked ahead of the Game Awards. Reading from Insider Gaming, popular leaker The Snitch has teased yet another announcement that will be made in the near future. On Twitter, The Snitch posted an image of San Francisco, Las Vegas, and Los Angeles. The image is seemingly a nod to the Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores DLC taking place in these locations. The Burning Shores is mentioned by name a couple of times throughout Horizon Forbidden West. It's referred to in Gildan's diary as being south of Spine Break, and was referenced by Bryn as being the place of flames and brine. Players who attempt to explore further south are currently told to turn back, as it's likely this is the new location for the DLC. Insider Gaming understands that the new Horizon Forbidden West DLC, Burning Shores, will release in April 2023. So Horizon Zero Dawn had the Frozen Wilds DLC that released later in 2017, so I think we all expected Forbidden West to have DLC as well. I think this DLC could have released this year like Frozen Wilds did for Zero Dawn, but with God of War Ragnarok releasing in November like it did recently, then PSVR 2 in February, that has its own Horizon game as well, this was likely delayed to give those time and, give it its own time in April. Going back to the leak, The Snitch usually leaks things very close to their announcement, so this looks to be likely set to be revealed tomorrow at the Game Awards. Of course, that's not fully confirmed, but it looks like that's where it's going to be revealed. I can't wait for it, honestly. Even though I got the Platinum and Horizon Forbidden West, I should find the time to finish out anything else I have left before this DLC comes out. So at this point, I still have some time. And of course, I'm looking forward to seeing the reveal itself. But you guys let me know if you're excited for more Horizon or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. As it always helps to subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "It is almost time." Tomorrow is the Game Awards. A lot of reveals set to come. I'm excited for it. If you guys are as well, destroy the comment section with "It is almost time." And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.